what's going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here, and hopefully you can deal with my little bit of mic issue that I have. I'm sorry, my SteelSeries broke, and I'm back on my old $20 mic that I have right now until I can find a comparable change. But anyway, so I want to talk to you today about the GRINLOCK here in Warframe. Okay, repeating rifle is what they're calling it. I really didn't have much going for this rifle in the beginning, but when I hit the mid-20s, or when I hit this level 20, I was able to start building effectively, and now have a very good build. As a matter of fact, when you see this video, I will already be on my first of planned 2 formas for this weapon. So let's go ahead and get into it, and you'll see why it is the way it is. So first off, we know the basic stats here. We've got impacts with 60, puncture is 12, slash is 47, 28.5% accuracy, fire rate 1.7. Critical is pretty low at 2 times 15%, but not horrible. Status chance is 35%. Magazine 6, reloads 2.1. It's a semi-auto trigger. Big thing here is going to be status chance, and we're going to talk about that. Now, I did not look at anybody's videos. I haven't really talked to any. The only people I ever talk to when I'm working on these are the guys in the clan. Just so everybody's aware, I don't look at any stats or anything else. I kind of build them based off of how I feel, and then I'll bounce back and forth with the guys in the clan and see what they're thinking when I'm going through it. So when you're wondering about it, I've had questions about that. Critical and status chance, I will play around with those when I'm building them and see where they start to be effective, if they're effective or not. If they're not effective, I'm not going to build it that way. Anyway. Okay, so where am I at? This is where I'm currently at. I've got a 300 impact, a 60 puncture, 239 slash, 360 toxin. Accuracy still 28.6, fire rate is still 2.1. I put on a 3.2 times 18.8% critical, but I have a 93.9% to status chance or proc damage. Okay, 93.9%. 6 magazine, 2.1 reload, semi-auto trigger still. Okay, so this is what we're talking about. We're going to start off with a barrel diffusion that's going to go right into the V-slot polarity that's there for you. So max barrel diffusion, very important, has to be maxed out to be able to reach your 93.9% status. Okay, so plus 90% multi-shot. In addition to that, I'm going to go ahead and throw on a serration. I've got a 13 out of 14 serration, so I've got a plus 150% extra damage on here. Okay. In addition to that, I felt that I needed to put on the shred mod, so I've got a 10 out of 11 shred on here, so a plus 25% fire rate and a plus 1 punch through. Sorry about that. This punch through is very important. Helps me get right through the Grenier shields. And then we start to get into the next part. So first thing I did, rifle aptitude. Max that sucker right out to a level 9, plus 15% status chance. You're going to see a nice rise in your stat. Okay. Right after that, I add hammer shot. Hammer shot is going to give me a plus 40% status chance and plus 60% critical damage. That's where you saw my critical go up to a 3.2. Okay. Nothing significant, but 3.2 is like 320 times 18% chance to crit. So when I do crit, it's pretty decent, as you'll see in the video. Okay, but now I'm at 40 plus 15%, so what is that? That's 55% additional status chance on top of what this started with. Okay, but we're not done yet. Then we're going to go ahead and add on a Malignant Force. Very important. You need Malignant Force to be able to reach this 93.9, okay? So anyone that ever got rid of... Oh, sorry about that. Anyone that got rid of their Malignant Force, now's a good time to go get it back. There goes my phone. Sorry. So adding an extra 60% status chance plus 60% poison damage, the toxin, okay? And that is where I am at on this weapon. We're making this one fair click. So basically, we've brought up our status chance by 115% over what is based on the weapon. And what is status chance? We've talked about proc damage. So now I have a 93.9% on impact hit to knockback. You can see that. I have a 93.9% to weaken the enemy based off of puncture. I have a 93.9% chance to do a bleed out from my slash damage. I have a 93.9% chance to do a health damage over time because of my toxin damage. So now you can see where this weapon becomes super effective because of all the extra status or proc damage that you're doing. I've taken this on pretty much every level. Right here, this is a Pluto Exterminate run that I did, and this thing is very effective. Now, I'm already going to be I'm already one former into this as of this build, and we're going to add in the critical. I've got a base critical chance card on here as well. But we're going to add in a full critical to bring that critical up to 37.5% chance to crit, and we're going to also probably add another crit damage mod to really strike up that. So that's probably where I end up. I don't think I'm going to go anything other than just the toxin on here. I don't really need to do elemental. I'm trying to get crit and obviously the proc damage out of this, and that's probably where it's going to be. I will do a follow-up video on this weapon for everybody when I've got my multi-former on it, because I think it's definitely worth that follow-up. I've got a couple others I want to follow up on, but this one, it just suddenly, it wasn't really striking me, and then boom, in the level 22, it hit me, and that was it. So that's where I stand with this. Here it is right here on the screen. It's pretty decent. It's a good build. I like it. It's got good damage on it. Obviously, proc damage is really high. And I think that if you get your hands on it, it's a Mastery Rank 5 weapon, I believe. You're going to enjoy it. So until next time, please do hit that like button. Comments below anytime. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And I will catch you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.